up, everybody? Welcome back to From the Shelves. I'm Jamie, and today we're looking at the highly anticipated figure from NECA. It is their ultimate jungle hunter predator. And it comes in this beautiful box window we're all used to seeing from NECA by now. And the jungle hunter himself comes with 2 interchangeable heads, 1 with a removable biomask, a total of 4 interchangeable hands, 1 skull with the spine attached, 1 skull without, the plasma blast, and the shoulder-mounted backpack with gun as well. Now, this is the perfect addition for anyone who happened to miss out on earlier Jungle Hunter series, or kind of the casual collector, or even just a Predator fan in general. This guy looks absolutely gorgeous. Just from what I can see in the box, he's blown me away. I think NECA has finally outdone themselves. So is this the end-all, be-all Predator we've been waiting for with NECA? Let's open it up and check it out. NECA's Ultimate Jungle Hunter Predator. Now, like I said in the intro, this is the perfect addition to anyone who happened to miss earlier versions of the Jungle Hunter, or even the casual collector, or even just the casual Predator fan, because this guy looks spot on from the movie. I know the original series are starting to get pretty pricey and kind of hard to find, so I know fans couldn't be more excited for NECA to finally release this thing. So, as always, we will start with the sculpt first. Now, as you guys can see, it is the generic P1 body. Nothing has changed since the original, besides the body molds themselves. It is NECA's go-to, the P1. They've been on over 50 Predators before, and it all stemmed because of this guy right here. It still holds up so well today. The design looks even better on the Jungle Hunter himself, because that's where we originally know it from. And yeah, it's just a great body design from NECA. Now, coming to the mask, it looks like they didn't really change the mask up, if anything at all. But that's okay, because NECA did a great job designing the mask for the original series. It looks very cat-like and very stealthy. The Jungle Hunter mask is probably the best of all time, just because it was the original. And so it just looks great. You can see up in here we get the laser ports up in here. Nice caresses over the top of the helmet and some ridging down to the back. Just a great job from NECA on that. And coming into the body armor itself, we get those plated chest areas with looks like some battle damage areas. Looks like they added a few new sculpted parts into there. Nothing crazy new. And to the shoulder pads, we get the classic shoulder patch, which is great detail into here. For the price point of you're getting these figures now, you cannot beat NECA. Like, just the detail they put into this, from these small little caresses to the notches into this, it is just grade A stuff. And then coming into the gauntlet, we get his wrist computer actually opens up this time. Now, NECA had made open wrist computers on Predators before, but this is the first time the Jungle Hunter is getting this treatment. You can see we even get the tribal or Predator lettering into there. It looks fantastic. No missed paint in that part. Some heavy biopiping up in here as well. Great job. Great design on the outside too. Looks straight out of the movie. Fantastic stuff. Coming to the backpack, it's our generic backpack we've seen 100 times too. Very nice design. Clips right over the shoulder into the back. Everyone loves it. It's pretty sturdy, especially this one. This one's not very loose on mine, as well as the gun. And it's a great job by NECA. And the dreads, I said this in previous videos before, they started to, one by one, slowly but surely separate all these dreads. They used to come in such bunched up areas, and this is no exception. They did a really good job separating all these. Looks very fluid and smooth. There's no hindrance in any movement because of it, so you can really turn his head and get a good range of movement out of there. And coming out so to the back, down to his butt, we get his soft rubber cloth. It does have a little tension to it, so it won't pose really anywhere, but it's nice soft rubber so you won't hinder any movement. And then we get his traditional trophy skulls we've seen on every Jungle Hunter version so far. Nothing new there. Gauntlet looks fantastic. You get his retractable blade still. Great detail into that. Just so much little time went in, or so much time just went into sculpting these little parts. It's incredible how much detail they were able to actually fit in all of this stuff. Down into the front, we also get that soft rubber for his cloth over his dick piece. And you get his traditional thigh pads and shin guards we've seen on tons of Predators before. We get nice little piping, it looks like, and some more battle damage spot, and nice ridges and knots down into here. Feet, generic stuff we've seen, but a grade A sculpt from NECA right here. This thing, they didn't change too much on it, and I love that they didn't, because the original was great. They've just updated the articulation a little bit, and a little minuscule details here and there, and it really makes this guy pop, and they did a fantastic job. And coming in for paint, you can see I swapped out the Predator head here, and they have upgraded this paint so much. Here is a reference of two of the older versions. As you can see how much this has grown in the past and how much it has evolved, and it's incredible from the amount this Predator line has evolved in the past, and the paint has grown. So there's just a little reference for you, but we'll get right into it. As you can see, there's great that beige and tan color all through the top of his head, with that heavy black spotting and brown dry brushing tapped into there over top of that black. The heavy recessed eyes in there. You can barely see, but his eyes are in there. And that nice black shading around in them gives it that clammy look. And his skin is looks glossy and wet and almost reptilian. And we get that nice pink shading with that almost brown bone color for his mandibles. It's a great face. Like I said, we've seen this face sculpt before. Not as much as the open mouth, but the paint is really upgraded on here. We get some of his pink dry brushing throughout the sides of him as well to really give it that skin kind of feel, and it did a great job. Coming into the back, for his armor, we get kind of a lighter tone than we've gotten in the past with the Jungle Hunter, which is nice. It's kind of gives it more of that steel industrial look. Last time it was a little too dark from my liking. Maybe some other people liked it, but this lighter tone, actually, you get to see a lot more details accentuated in the sculpt because of it. We get kind of almost a gunmetal dry brushing through this entire thing, and it's fantastic. You can see it goes even darker into his chest plate area, but where the paint counts is where the details are, and they did a great job accentuating that with the paint they used. We get some more almost tan. It's almost like a steel bronze color they use for most of this, and it's a great use to this paint. I'm glad they changed up the paint just a little bit. And then we get that kind of turdy brown color with a little bit of maroon mixed into it and for the cloth area, which is really nice. Doesn't look like there's any missed aspects of the net painting in here. Oh, well, maybe just a little bit. But they've come a long way on that as well. I know people used to get so frustrated with the missed netting on there. Recently with my Predators, I haven't had that much of a problem. So very nice. Doesn't look like there's any real spotting of paint anywhere either. But yeah, there's not a ton of colors to this guy, but they made him look so natural and so film accurate. It's a pretty big upgrade to what we saw in earlier versions, and another top-notch job to NECA for that. And coming in for articulation. If you guys are familiar with the P1 bodies and the new body molds, you will feel right at home with this. This guy did not give me any problems out of the box whatsoever. He's not stiff, he's not loose, he wants to move. It's great. Let's take off the backpack for a minute. As you can see, we get a ball joint up here at the shoulder. We get a bicep swivel right there. We get double pegged elbows. We actually get a forearm swivel too right here. Like I said, the wrist computer opens in and out. Full ball joint right here at his wrist. Then at his torso, here's where the new body molds come in. We get a lot of movement up here as well. Down at his waist, we get another ball joint. Another ball joint up at his hips. double pegs at the knee, and a nice ball peg down here at the ankle. The head also gives you a good range of movement for a Predator. You don't want to look up and down too much, but and for the swapping of the heads, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did have a little trouble with this guy. If I can find where I put it. Of course, there it is. It didn't want to plug in for me, so maybe I can do it on camera first try. There we go. No problem at all this time. But great range of movement. Mine was lucky enough, like I said, to not be stiff or loose. I can throw them around the place. Nothing hindered for me whatsoever out of the packaging. And a fantastic addition to your Predator collection with this guy and his articulation. And coming in for accessories, this guy is the ultimate, so of course he comes with a good bit of stuff. And I already showed you the head sculpt, but here it is again. It is a great job if it wants to come into focus. Great job on this head sculpt. I kind of wish they would have given the ultimate the open mouth. They didn't. They got the closed mouth. I think the NECA Twitter page even said because they had released more open mouth versions than the closed mouth, so they wanted to give people more of a chance to get something they didn't. Were less likely to have gotten in the past, so they went with a closed mouth. But like I said, great design, great paint. Love that head sculpt. And I said in the intro, this guy comes with a removable biomask. Well, he does come with a biomask, but I found out you can't put it on his face. There's no engrooving or anything like that. It's just plain. I guess it's just there for him to hold or to take off in one of your poses. I'm kind of disappointed with that. I wish you could have just popped it on there, but I guess since they gave us that original head sculpt with the mask, there was no need to. So, just a small nitpick, but we do get the Predator mask, just you're not able to put it on his face himself. And then we get the two skulls, which we've seen in the Predator accessory packs, if I wants to zoom in on me. If we seen before 1,000 times. Okay. And we've seen these in Predator accessory packs. We've seen them in tons of figures before. So a great addition with them. I know a lot of people want more and more skulls for their trophy rooms and whatnot. So thank you, NECA, for packing those things in there. And then we get the hands. The closed hands. Now, these are what came on the Predator when I got him out of the box. We don't see the open hands a lot on Predators, so I'm going to keep those on there. But it's your skull holding hand and then your gauntlet hand over here. Very generic. We've seen it 1,000 times. And then we get the cannon blast, which also came in the Predator accessory pack. Very easy to put in. You kind of just throw it onto the gun itself like this. Of course, I'm going to have trouble on camera. But they don't really hinder any movement. Well, this one seems to be a little heavy. Anyways, you get the gist of it. You guys can figure that out. But cool additions. I almost wish it would have came with the skinned human. I guess that's maybe asking for a little too much. But a great set of accessories. No one even really came here for those things. We want this guy himself. So kudos to NECA on that as well. All in all, the Ultimate Jungle Hunter is fantastic. NECA knocked this out of the park, from the paint to the sculpt to the articulation, and I guess even the accessories. I mean, we didn't get a lot of new stuff, and it is tons of reuses, but who cares? It's the Jungle Hunter, and they re-released it for us all the way we wanted them to be. Like I said, the paint is phenomenal. The design is phenomenal. This is the greatest addition that fans could have asked for if you missed earlier versions or even, like I said, casual collectors. So in the end, the Ultimate Jungle Hunter gets a solid A. So if you like what you guys saw in this video, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. I love talking to you guys. And remember, keep on collecting.
You one ugly motherfucker.